Hello everyone, my name is Sophie Frankel and today we're going to be learning about how to get the best use out of your iPhoto software. So before we get started, this software is used for Mac users only. It is a digital photo manipulation software made by Apple and should already be installed on your Mac devices. So before we get into learning how to edit photos, in this tutorial, I'm going to talk about storage, editing, and different slideshow options that you can choose for your photos. So, iPhoto is a great place to store your images from your phone onto your computer. If you are getting low on data space in your phone, then it's a good idea to upload those images onto your laptop. Also, if you're someone who breaks or loses your phone a lot, then it's suggested that you upload these images from your phone to your computer so that you don't lose those photos. So first I'm going to talk a little bit about editing and some different editing options that iPhoto has. Let's take a look at this picture of me on a mountain. So on the right-hand side of your page, you can hit the Edit button. And on the right, these different options will come up. The first one is Enhance. If it's selected, your image will automatically be enhanced. And this usually means darkening and increasing the saturation slightly in your image. If you ever make any changes to your photo that you don't like, there's this Revert to Original button at the top of the page, and it will revert your photo back to the original colors. The next thing is the Rotate button. When clicked on, it'll rotate your image 90 degrees to the left. Next is a cropping option. As you can see on the right, there's a small dial with degrees. If I click and drag this dial, it will rotate my image slightly so you can straighten it. So for example, I could straighten this image so the lines match up with the horizon of the mountains. There's also an aspect option. You can click on different aspects that you want your image to be in, and you can also select if you want it to be horizontal or vertical. And from there you can adjust your photo. There's also a flip option. This flip option will simply flip your image. So the next option on your editing tool is filters. These are preset filters that iPhoto has selected that you can choose from to add colors to your image. As you can see, each one is different, and it adds or takes away colors to your photo and makes them more intense. However, I think these filters sometimes add too much to your photo and it kind of ruins them. So I'm going to revert back to original. Next is the Adjust options. This gives you the most control over editing your photos. So at the top, it's light and then color and then black and white. So let's start with light. An easy way to adjust the light is just to hit the Auto button, and as you can see, it takes the exposure, highlights, shadows, brightness, contrast, and black point to auto levels. However, if you don't like them, you can manually adjust them. Sometimes it's easier to understand what they are if you adjust them enough, and it can help you decide how you want your photo to look. Next is color. You can do the same auto option, or you can go in and manually adjust these. If you don't want your photo to be in color, you can hit the black and white option. Or you can go in and manually adjust the intensity, neutrals, tone, and grain. Also, at the top of the adjustments page, you can click Add, and you can add all of these other basic editing options. For example, levels, or definition, sharpen, any of these that you would want to look at. And then you can go in, and they all have auto options as well, and also manual options. Next, I'm going to talk about some slideshow options. At the top of the page, you can see a small play button. So I'm going to select some images to make a slideshow with. Simply select, hit Shift, hold down Shift, and select a certain amount of images that you want. Once you click on the play button, there are some sample options for different types of slideshows. And these are all preset and already programmed, and they simply input your images. All of these preset themes have their own music. You hit play slideshow, and it will automatically play slideshow. Here you can edit the text and images and the music in any way that you want. This is a really quick and easy way to make a cool slideshow with photos if you've gone on a trip or done something that you want to show to people, and then it's simple to publish. If you don't like the music that the themes have already preset, you can hit the music option, and here's my iTunes. And I can go in and select a song from my iTunes and play slideshow. Now the slideshow will play with my music instead of the theme's already preset music. There are also some cool ways to look at your photos. For example, when you see my cursor is on an image, a little heart appears. If I want, I can click on the heart and it'll be added to my favorites. Later, when I go back to my albums, I can hit favorites and all of my favorites images will be there. So here I am in my favorites, and something that you can do here is select a photo or multiple photos and hit this little export button, and there are options for you to export these images to. This is a quick and easy way to post things on Facebook or email them to yourself or send them to people. Another option up here is a little plus sign. Here you can add albums, smart albums, books, calendars, cards, slideshow, or prints. These are all things you can do to these images or for organizing. As I zoom out, iPhoto organizes my images into locations. Here you can see iPhoto has placed my images on this map from where I took them. This is a really cool and interesting way to go back and see your photos and remember the places where you took them. Also, you can see that the closer I zoom in, it gives me very specific geographic locations for where I took these images. And as I zoom out, they group together. Well, that's all for my tutorial for how to use iPhoto. I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much.